Hello fellow Star Wars fans, my name's Star Raptor and this is another edition of This Week in Star Wars Canon. Now every week I break down all the latest in the Star Wars universe. This could be anything from the TV series, to the novels, to the comics, and to the video games. With this week it brought us another issue of Han Solo, particularly Han Solo number 2. Sweet cover because Han Solo always shoots first. So what happens in this issue? It picks up right after issue number 1. So we have Han Solo and Chewbacca are enlisted in this race undercover as rebel agents to rescue these rebel spies that are also on these planets that the course goes through. So we have Han Solo and Chewbacca come out of hyperspace, the first leg of the race, and they come into carnage. There's mines that are destroying all the contestants, and basically it's like one hell of a leg of the race. They have to go through all these, weaving out of these mines while other racers are shooting at them and everything else, but they do make it through unscathed, miraculously. So they actually dock on this planet, and Han Solo goes off and does his thing while Chewie goes off and does his. Han Solo basically gets captured by Imperials that decide they want to start arresting all the racers, and then Chewie runs into their rebel spy contact, and as he goes to extract this rebel, basically this female agent is also trying to gun down Chewie's target. So we don't know who she is or what her deal is, but that is basically what happens in this issue. So I'm going to break down what I enjoyed the most about this issue. So first off, getting right into things, we have the action, which is super intense right from the get-go. The first page you flip, it's just destruction everywhere. It really reminds me a lot of pod racing from episode 1 of The Phantom Menace, with the action and just the way that the whole story is portrayed by the artwork is just great. I mean, Mark Brooks does an amazing job of telling a kinetic kind of story through, just images, and he does a great job doing those transformations from one to the other. I really dug, no pun intended, the Doug. And the female Fallen was pretty cool too, because if you guys are big Legends fans, you know that one of the biggest villains in Legends is Prince Xizor, and he is a Fallen. He's a male Fallen, and now we get to see a female Fallen for the first time in canon, I think, and it's really cool. I hope we see more of them. They're definitely really sweet looking. Also, I thought it was really humorous seeing Han having people basically wanting his autograph when he gets to the planet to refuel. It's just hilarious. You see these people like, I need your autograph, Han. He doesn't know how to react. He is not one for limelight, and it's really funny because he also has this little like glowing orb that's following him around for some reason the whole time. Can't seem to get it away from him. And as mentioned before, I like the cool new agent female. I don't know if she's affiliated with the Empire or if she's affiliated with one of these other contestants that wants to take out, because she doesn't want to take out Chewie. She specifically tells him that, so something's telling me she's undercover for the Empire. And as always, the artwork's amazing. I really like how Mark Brooks really details the background characters, so you get to really see like some really cool people, like an Itachi, a Gran, like a bunch of really, it makes the universe feel so much larger, with every panel just expertly kind of depicting just the way these streets are congested and everything. But yes, Han Solo continues to be, I think I can safely assume this is my favorite storyline in the Star Wars Marvel comics, and that's saying a lot because going into this I was really not enthused at all. I was like, oh, you're going to seriously give us another piece of canon in between episodes 4 and 5? We already have too much, but hell, I'm really loving this so far. Han Solo as a character is perfect for a miniseries, so can't wait for issue number 3. But that wasn't all we had this week in Star Wars canon. We also had the addition of Poe Dameron number 4. As you see there, we have a cool little hut. I really like the idea with him having a hollow projector with Luke Skywalker. So, getting into this issue, so what happens is basically their mission was a success with getting more whereabouts of where Lor San Tekka is from that planet with the big egg that hatched. So now the Resistance Black Squadron went back to the Resistance base at Dakar, and they're kind of having a little R&R for a little bit before going on to their next mission, which is to infiltrate this independent prison which is holding Gracchus the Hutt, who knows where Lor San Tekka is next. So it's kind of like this race where the Black Squadron's always a step behind Lor San Tekka, and eventually they're going to find him, as we know, in The Force Awakens. But getting to that point is going to be a rocky road. So they go, Black Squadron, they go to the prison, and they go to the surface of the prison. But what's really risky is that the prison kind of governs itself on the surface of the planet. There are no guards. Everyone fends for themselves. So it's a dog eat dog. It's a dog eat dog world out there in Star Wars on that planet, Megalox Beta. So they do find Gracchus the Hutt. Poe Dameron has a one-on-one, but then there also turns out to be Agent Terex also there, and the deal is with Gracchus will give the information to either Agent Terex or to Poe Dameron, depending on who gets him out of the prison. So it'll be interesting to see if Poe Dameron, what he's going to do about this. So let's get into some of the positives I had about this issue, Poe Dameron number 4. First off, as mentioned before, Gracchus the Hutt is back in this issue. This is really cool. I love seeing the crossover characters between all the series of the Star Wars. As you know, Gracchus was in Volume 2, Smuggler's Showdown on Smuggler's Moon, I think that the storyline's called. Second volume of Star Wars. Really cool. A Hutt that has mechanical legs and kind of basically hoards the antiquities of the Jedi. So of course that's how they would be. The person would be affiliated with Lor San Tekka, since he's also very interested in the Jedi ways and all, being with the Church of the Force and everything. So really cool seeing that crossover. Also, I really liked how they slowed down to get into more of the relationships between Black Squadron. Like we had Snap Wexley, basically, and Carrie as a romantic thing going on. We had Lulu and Poe Dameron speaking about how Lulu used to raise him growing up and all this stuff. So nice characterizations and development going on there for sure. I appreciated them slowing that down. I really appreciated the cool new black suits for the crew. Kind of reminds me of the Mission Impossible, kind of like James Bond. Covert ops kind of thing. Really, really interesting there. And as mentioned before, I like the idea of this Megalox Beta prison. We just came off of a prison arc from Star Wars, the Rebel Jail arc, but I really dig the idea, especially with this storyline, how basically it's an independent contractor that has this prison, and those people are safe on board like this floating satellite that generates this gravitational bubble which protects the prisoners inside. But as soon as they step outside that gravitational barrier, they get crushed by 10 times their weight. So basically these people are living on this surface and they're governing themselves. It's really interesting to see how Poe Dameron's going to survive with Black Squadron, because that is one dangerous place. But yes, I think Poe Dameron is back on track. I'm really interested in this arc, especially since we have Gracchus the Hutt. I thought that issue 3 was not too great in my opinion, especially with those big creatures, but I'm definitely looking forward to more story coming out of the post-Return of the Jedi, pre-Force Awakens era. So that is what I thought. What did you guys think of Han Solo number 2 and Poe Dameron number 4? Have you been reading any other Marvel comics? Let's discuss it in the comment section below. Also, guys, I recently did my review for Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yes, it's an awesome game, so see exactly what I thought about it over there. Thanks for watching. I'm Starraptor, and may the Force be with you. Did you enjoy this video? Then make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up symbol. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribing to my channel will help me out, and it helps you guys out, keeping up to speed on all my latest content. Speaking of which, you can catch my weekly Star Wars show down over there. You can see a recent review I've done over there, and you can follow me on social media, Twitter @Starraptor, as well as Facebook.com/Starraptor.